As a songwriter, one thing I get asked pretty often is, how do you start writing a song? Like, what's the actual first practical step? And I've seen a lot of people talking online lately and making videos saying, start by writing the lyrics, by writing a letter to yourself or write a letter to your ex and have that be your starting place. And I think you can do that, but I would say don't do that. Because to me, the lyrics are not the most important part of the song for most people that are going to be listening to your song. What's actually more important to them is the melody and the rhythm. How does it make them feel? How does it make their head move? That's what actually people care about. And if you combine that with good lyrics, now you got a great song. Starting off with the lyrics has never worked for me. I've written hundreds of songs. The songs that I've written that have been successful and have gotten millions of streams did not start off with lyrics. They started off with thinking, how do I want people to feel when they're listening to this song? How do I want them to move when they're listening to this song? So I start with melody all the time. And the way I do that is anytime I get a melody that comes to my head, I record a voice memo on my phone. I've got dozens and dozens and dozens, probably hundreds and hundreds of them that I can scroll through on my phone. So it's a repository that I can go back through and listen to later, and I do it all the time. I just name them something like, really like this for an upbeat song or whatever, for the title of the voice memo. And then when I'm in the mood to write something upbeat, I'll go back to any of my voice memos that I've labeled as upbeat or fun, and I'll listen and I'll find the one that sticks out to me the most that I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. I really like that. And then I'll start writing lyrics to that. So if you're not somebody who has a repository of melodies that you've already recorded, or you don't have melodies flowing through your head all the time, I would suggest just sit down for an hour and try to write 10 melodies. And maybe even listen through some songs that inspire you or songs that you really like, and try to pick out melody changes or note changes in the melody that you really like. Say, I like this part of this song's melody where the note moves from this note to this note, and put your own spin on that and write 10 different melodies that have that note change in it. Sit down and just record them all, and then later, when you come back to them, find the one that sticks out to you the most out of that group, and then try to put lyrics to that. Because now you've got a melody that's actually worth taking the time and writing lyrics to, as opposed to just a sheet full of words that you're trying to morph into a melody of its own. I find that really hard, and it doesn't work for me. So maybe try that for your next song. Let me know if it works for you, and I hope it helps.